Hey buddy, and welcome. I want to make a video talking about something that seems to be very interesting. Disc brakes versus V-brakes. And I've seen a lot of bike companies build bikes and all that jazz, and it's cool that you got disc brakes, and it's cool you got V-brakes. But here's the biggest thing. Why aren't bike manufacturers actually putting both systems into their ability to allow flexibility of which one you want to actually use? Like, if you're going to put disc brakes, cool, that's okay. That's the rotor and everything there, but keep the point system welded onto the frame up here for V-brakes and have that ability to have flexibility for V-brake compatible systems. Or if you're going to have V-brakes up here and all that set, and then, like my bike, have the ability to have the pins for the brake caliper for the disc brake configuration. That way you have flexibility for both systems if you wish to go. Like my system, where I can have disc brakes and V-brakes at the same time, or I can use one or the other for different applications. Like this can be used for a parking brake or such forth, or whatever, or have it as a backup braking ability. The flexibility is right there. So manufacturers make equivalency for both systems on their bikes if they're going to be able to, if they're going to make bikes like that, instead of just like forcing people to work with disc brakes. Like some of the high-end bikes, I mean, why are you going to force people to use disc brakes when maybe they want V-brakes? Because both systems have its pros and cons to the ability. I mean, disc brakes are nice efficiently at stopping and whatnot, but they have heat problems, they squeak sometimes, they're much harder to tune, and their wear and tear is much more to their equivalency. And also the rotor can be bent, so it's much more maintenance to keep that rotor straight at times, especially if a rock hits it and gets out of alignment, or having to actually put the rotor in. You have to make sure you actually put in the screws correctly, or it's going to bend the rotor and then you're going to have trouble in adjusting that again. And they also squeak super loud. Compared to V-brakes, they're easier to adjust. They're not great at stopping power, but sometimes that can actually be a plus, especially in wet weather conditions where you don't want to really stop that hard and lock up the wheel, but you want to have that stopping power that's there to keep it so it does its job. Like a car with ABS, you want to be able to have it where it slows the tire down but doesn't lock you up, so you basically can keep grip, compared to disc brakes that will basically lock you up and slide you around. And they're quieter, and they're also more efficient in keeping cool compared to disc brakes that can heat up in within a couple of seconds because they are metal contact. This is using rubber to metal contact, and it allows you to know if your tire is out of true on your brake pads. So it allows you to notice if this is out of angle or whatnot, and if it's starting to get worn down, so you can retrieve your tire correctly. So both systems have its minuses and pluses to it. So why aren't companies building both systems for bikes? That way it allows flexibility for easy switchability for what system you want to go with or whatnot. Like if you buy the bike with disc brakes, it'll still have V-brake compatibility. So if you want to go for V-brakes for that other option, it's there. Instead of just like, oh, well, we don't have the mountain points for V-brake compatibility, let's just freak it off and force people to use that. Or the same scenario where we have V-brakes, but we have no disc brake option. I mean, the applications are many ability there. So anyways, thank you guys for watching.